Well, let me just say, Squid Game was definitely memorable. The sets were incredible. The director was very calm and thoughtful, so together. And as somebody who is an aspiring director, that was really something to watch. I can get very flustered sometimes on set when I'm directing, and it was a good example. And I've had a few other examples of really great directors. And those are the most great directors and great actors that I've worked with are my most memorable experiences. There's a couple. That obviously, Man to Man, going to Budapest. They shot these portraits of me that they blew up 2 meters high. My character is Chairman Victor, and I was a Russian billionaire, which, it's funny because of the Thawed thing, it ended up going on Netflix. Before that, they had no intention for it to be seen in America or anything. So I'm playing a Russian billionaire, and I said, should I do a Russian accent? And they said, oh, no, don't worry about it. But because they're figuring like this is just going to be in Asia and nobody's going to know, they're just going to be reading the subtitles. But then, of course, it ends up on Netflix and it's in America. And then so I'm this guy with a New Jersey accent playing a Russian billionaire. So if I had known it was going to be on Netflix, I probably would have gone with the Russian accent. And my home, Chairman Victor's home, was actually a museum across the street from the Parliament building in Budapest. So just a stunning building. Oh, I just saw it again. There is a Melissa McCarthy movie called Spy. And in that movie, they go to some party where they're supposed to meet somebody, and they're undercover, and they get into a knife fight right afterwards. Where the party is the same building that was Chairman Victor's house. Anyway, but going there was incredible. David McGinnis was in Mr. Sunshine. David McGinnis was also in Man to Man. He was in Budapest, so I met him, and so I met him and hung out with him for a few days in Budapest. So we became friendly, and then he ended up moving to my neighborhood. So then I ran into him when I got my role in, I had a very small, just one scene in Mr. Sunshine. But I saw him at a local restaurant, and I said, hey, I'm doing this scene with you. Oh, he's great. Why don't we rehearse it? So the night before, I went to his place and we rehearsed it. And we never get to rehearse for our dramas. That was a great experience, getting to like work through it and really feel comfortable with the lines and stuff. And then I could see the difference of what it is I could achieve in dramas, just having that small opportunity. Then I did a role in the Designated Survivor remake here. I played the commander of the joint U.S. ROK forces. My first name was Brown, which I thought that was unusual. But the director in that, Director Yu, but he was the first one that really made me feel like I was a really important part of the show. I was just in the one, I did one line or two lines in a later episode, but my main part was kind of an antagonist in episode 2.